That sticky, gooey residue that you know so well goes straight into their throats.
Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new podcast. I'm your host, Willow, and with me is my co-host, Shade.
Hello.
And yeah, this is like a new thing that we decided to do because for the past, 6 months or so, we've been
It's
gaming.
probably been longer than 6 months, really.
Well, I mean, it's been pretty much since we drifted to uni, so I guess,
For the past, 2 years.
Yeah, past couple of years, we've been playing video games and stuff, and we're chatting, and we're like, hey, some of this is funny. It's not. But we're like, hey, some of it is funny. We should probably record this. So this is what this is.
Yep, and after, 2.5 years, we're finally actually doing it. But now we're not playing the game in the background. It's going to be awful.
Exactly. Now we're just talking about random stuff. Which leads me nicely on to the first topic. We've both compiled a list of 5 topics we'd like to talk about to try and keep a bit of structure.
Well, I think I have 3.
Okay. One of us has come up with 5 topics, the other one's come up with... But then
the other slacked off and didn't do what you have to do.
Well, I mean, I only came up with a list of 5, 10 minutes ago. Yeah. So we'll jump straight into my first topic, which is the name of the podcast. So, Shade, what are we going to call the podcast?
I really should have thought up some names in advance, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a good... I mean, you only came up with 3 topics. So, I mean, 2 of those could have been names. 2 extra. Could have had 5... 3 topics, 2 names. That would have been helpful.
What about random crap we talk about? Well, I think that's probably a bit long of a name for a YouTube channel, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but we could abbreviate to RCTA, I suppose. But RCWTA, sorry, yeah, no, either way, I don't know, I'm not good with that.
What about not funny nor entertaining?
I mean, that doesn't bode well for the rest of these, does it, really? If we're pre-warning people that these are going to be a crap, it doesn't, it's not going to garner an audience, let's just say.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
I mean, enough people
what have you got then?
To watch it. What have I got? Well, we've got what our channel was originally called way back in the day. We could go Serial Noobs.
Oh, I forgot about Serial Noobs.
Yeah. Remember
where we recorded and posted one video.
Yeah, we did the Gmod with Baboon King.
Yep, I remember that. That was years ago. That was before we came to uni.
Yeah, that was... Oh, God, that was...
That was the summer holiday before coming to uni.
Summer holiday, yeah, I remember now, yeah.
3.5 years ago?
Yeah, my God, that was crazy. And I remember that night, and we all sort of hopped on Skype. We were so excited.
It was TeamSpeak.
Was it TeamSpeak?
That was back when TeamSpeak was the thing.
Oh, God, yeah, we all hopped on TeamSpeak, and we were so excited to meet Baboon King and all the
I had no idea who he was. Actually, no, I think we'd watched a few of his Rust Legacy videos, haven't we?
Yeah, I think... Well, that's how I got into him. I just sort of found his video and was like, hey, this guy's pretty good. I enjoy his videos. And then he did a live stream, and he gave out his TeamSpeak on the live stream, so I was like, hey, I may as well join and have a chat to him. And I was like, hey, let's do a collab.
Do you remember back when TeamSpeak was a thing that people used?
Yeah, I do remember. I used to use it. There was an old server I used to be a member of, and they always used to use it like crazy. How about we could name it? Well, this series, right? Well, I'll make a list. I've got Notepad open.
Oi, Tashaloi.
Well, no, because that's just me. Oh, I like the Bushwookies podcast. Now that sounds pretty good.
And sums up us in games perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, we're always doing the Bushwookie. It sounds like a weird dance, doesn't it?
It doesn't.
Hit up the club and do the Bushwookie.
I got to 2nd place in Fortnite 3 times today doing the Bushwookie.
I played Fortnite today, and I played 3 games, and I got absolutely screwed every time.
Oh, yeah. I've got a challenge where I have to place top 12 in squads 5 times, so I've just been dropping into the mountain and hiding on top of it.
Well, I got get top 25, so I just bushwookied till I got top 25. And then
Yeah,
a
it's
guy
not
ran
too
past. He didn't see me, so I decided to shotgun him. Hit, miss, and then he just
Wait, was that
killed
top
me.
25 in solos or squads?
Solos.
I was going to say, because top 25 in squads, you can literally die. Might be the first person to die.
Yeah, no, this was solos. Luckily, like I found a bush pretty early on, and then I think I managed to last out. It wasn't. I don't think it was even one circle. I think it went. Circle was announced, then the storm came in, and then it was ready to countdown to announce the next circle, and that's when I died and got top 25.
Ouch. That could have gone worse.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Right, so we're down to Bushwookies, Serial Noobs. Yet another podcast.
Yeah, and no, that's too self-referential. We sound
too what?
arrogant. It's like, oh my god, it's just another podcast. No, I want
Yet another subpar podcast.
Is that like just another Manic Monday? Just another
subpar podcast.
Oh god. No. I'm gonna veto that one.
I like that. You're vetoing just another subpar podcast.
We could do that as the intro. We could play like the
It's
instrumental
just
and
another
us singing over it.
podcast. Dum, dum.
Oh, that'd be so bad.
I think that's good.
Just another subpar podcast. I quite like Bushwookies.
I think Bushwookies is good.
Problem is, like, everything's trademarked at the wazoo now that Disney's taken over. Is Wookiee going to get us in trouble?
I doubt it.
I mean,
Let's spell it with a 0 and an O and we'll be fine.
so it just looks like really stupid, like leet speak. You know, like
Yes.
when you join, like CS:GO or Rust, and you got a guy who's made his name a sniper rifle out of ASCII text. Or like
There's so many people
penguin.
that do that in Overwatch.
Oh, it's stupid, isn't it? Especially on Overwatch, because you can't change your name, can you?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can change your name once for free.
Yeah, but like the point is, like they sign up and they pick like, I don't know, Noob Boy 420, and then they like, oh, I've got to change my name. This is really stupid. So they change it to a penguin in ASCII. That's not going to be annoying, is it?
Not in the slightest.
Oh god.
I actually had a match in Overwatch today with is it ASCII or ASCII?
ASCII.
With an ASCII XX Sniper Elite.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it was XXX Sniper Elite 69. It's almost as bad as when you forget to change your email and have to hand it out to someone and it's the one you made when you were...
Have you ever done
10 or
that?
11. Yeah, definitely.
So you've just gone to like professional job interview?
No, not for job interviews.
All right. Well, that's what I'm
But
saying.
when I signed up to uni, I obviously couldn't use my college email address, so I used my old one, which I'm not going to say out loud because I still sometimes use it.
I mean, you could say what it is without the @ extension, but then again, you know, like our
There's
one
very
dedicated
many
listener.
extensions though.
Yeah, well, I mean, our one dedicated listener is going to just send it Gmail, no, Hotmail, no, until they eventually get to it.
The email address I've got linked up with YouTube has already been signed up to a dozen different dodgy websites, and my spam folder is just full of crap from it.
Well, I've just looked up Wookiee, and if it's actually spelled Wookiee. So if we miss off one of the E's...
lose the last E.
There we go. I think I'm okay with that if you are. We've got a name, the Bushwookiee podcast.
The Bush... Or we leave out the O before the K as well, and with the Bushwookiee.
No, I like Bushwookiee. It sounds a bit more like Narnia.
Like what?
Like
How does Bushwookiee sound like Narnia?
Well, it sounds a bit like Jabberwocky.
Is Jabberwocky a thing from Narnia?
No, it's a poem, but...
Isn't the Jabberwocky that evil thing from that TV series I was watching on Netflix?
I can't answer that.
The one with the annoying sulky kid and the upside down and the girl that makes a guy piss himself. Oh, what's it called?
I'm in stunned silence.
For God's sake, what is it called? It's a really good series. What is this series I'm thinking of? It's
What
a
is
group
this?
of nerdy kids that play World of Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons, and one of them goes missing, gets taken.
Oh,
and
do you mean
turns up.
Stranger Things?
That was it.
My God! Is that really the sort of level we're
Right now,
working
why
at?
was I talking about Stranger Things?
Was it
Oh, Jabberwocky.
Oh yes, Jabberwocky. No, it's actually a poem by Lewis Carroll.
Is Jabberwocky?
You can tell we've done a lot of
Stranger
research on this
Things.
podcast. The way we're just going off on all these crazy tangents. Now we're
is the
just
monster-
talking about Stranger Things.
No, what did they name the monster then? It wasn't a Jabberwocky. They called it something else.
I don't watch it.
You haven't seen Stranger Things?
No.
What?
I just,
You are missing out.
I don't like. Is it scary? I don't like scary things.
It's not. It can be a little bit creepy, but it is really good.
I don't know. Like,
I would definitely recommend it. It is pretty good.
I see. I always give me whenever somebody recommends me to watch something, I always say, "I'll keep an eye out for it." Meaning, I'm just ending the conversation politely here, but I'll keep a lookout for it. So there we go. The name of the podcast, the Bushwookies podcast. Bushwookie.
Whatever. What do you think about the YouTube's new rules on the monetization?
Well, it's dumb.
Do you remember what they've changed it to?
Yeah. So isn't it? So to monetize now, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Yep, I believe it's 1,000 subscribers,
And
4,000 hours viewed, and I think it's, 20,000 total views?
Oh, is there I didn't know there was a total view.
I think there is, because the last time they brought it through, I was just inside the threshold, because they made I think it was 100,000 view cap, and apparently I'm almost at 300,000 views.
Congratulations.
Well, to be fair, I haven't actively posted in about a year.
I mean, that's true, but that's not your fault. I mean, if you want to explain to people why that is.
University, really.
There you go.
And kind of, well, my channel, I got most of my subs around playing Ark, and I just got really burnt out of it, and then tried to record Ark, and it was just horribly forced and tedious, which then killed it for me, and I didn't record anything for months. Then I started playing Overwatch, and because of university, I haven't got the time to spend hours editing videos, and whole matches are just boring to watch, so I just went for a stage for about a month or so of just posting play of the games and highlights.
The last thing I did was that first episode of Swizzlords, where my computer was too crap to record at a good frame rate. And this before I got my Snowball microphone, so it's like my built-in laptop microphone, so it sounds like complete ass.
I remember that. I can't record anything at the moment because my hard drive I record onto is dead, and I should be getting a new one in the post this week, but it's Sunday, so hopefully next week.
Well, you'd hope so, unless like you just finish that sentence as a knock on your door. It's like hard drive delivery.
I would actually be pretty damn happy with that because I've got an entire Fortnite series planned out.
Oh yeah, are you at liberty to divulge that information at this point?
So, have you ever seen people who do series like 101 Ways to Win, X Game, whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so my plan is 101 Ways to Fail at Fortnite.
Oh,
because
I
am crap at the game, but I have fun.
Taking
so
the
for each
original
episode,
format and flipping on its head. I like it.
So for each episode, what I was doing is going to a different location on the map for a few matches. And I recorded the first 5 episodes of it. And my hard drive got corrupted and I lost everything.
Oh, that sucks. You could do a video series, right? Called Bushwookie, where the aim is you're not in the game, you're not allowed to pick up guns, you just have to sit in a bush. That's the whole. You're allowed to take shields, and you're.
Can that just be one of the strats in 101 Ways to Fail at Fortnite?
Yeah, I suppose.
no weapons.
No weapons. Yeah, the what
You
would
just
you call
have-
it?
well,
Peaceful mode.
Yeah, you're just only allowed to pick up meds and farm resources.
Meds, shields, but no. Yeah, just meds and shields and resources, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, if you get a
No
campfire, you
traps
should be...
either.
Yeah, no traps. That. What about a launch pad?
I say launch pads are fine because you're not actually killing people with them. Anything
Yeah,
that could deal damage, you're not allowed to pick up.
So I've got to throw my pickaxe on the floor.
Well, you can't, can you?
No, you can't.
No, I didn't think you could. Well, yeah, but you're not allowed to use your pickaxe to hit people. You can,
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, I guess that could be like.
I actually kind of want to try this.
Well, I mean, we've got time after if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, right, yes, my next topic. I want to talk about the Fortnite update.
Oh, what, the map
Leads in
changes?
quite nicely because we were talking about
That
Fortnite.
does, actually. Considering I had no idea what any of your topics were going to be.
Exactly. This is completely unscripted and
And
sometimes
our
it's
one viewer
hilarious.
who's watching this will not believe us, but it is unscripted. Nothing we're saying is planned.
I mean, nothing we're saying is good, but...
So yeah, the Fortnite update. I both like and dislike it.
Okay, see, now I've had time to digest it. On launch day, it was absolutely manic, crazy.
Yeah.
It was insane. It's like, oh my god, all this new stuff. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. But yeah, I think I'm like you. I have a few issues now. I've had time to digest it. What sort of issues have you got with it? What's your gripes?
One of the things I don't like, which I think they've changed slightly now, is the mini map that you pull out. They added the biome shades to that as well, and I liked how that was really clean and quite bright. But my main issue with it is they changed the trees on half the map. So they're still big trees, but they're weird pine trees now, which only give about 30 wood. So around the forest, you've got those pine trees, whereas before you had the massive trees that give you about 100 wood.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've noticed them a lot more, the weird sort of piney trees.
Yeah, that's all the left/west side of the map.
Yeah, that's fair. The thing that's bugging me most about the new update is the fact that there's a lot of new places, and it feels, although it's good there's lots of places, don't get me wrong, I love the new additions, I love the city, it's crazy.
It's quite cramped.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It feels too cramped. They need to expand the island, I think.
Well, what I get is they said they wanted to add more stuff to the west side of the map because it felt quite barren. But all they've done now is just packed everything in ridiculously closely. And the east side is, yeah, just unchanged. And there's quite a few areas on the east side where you could chuck in a few little buildings.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, my biggest problem is I liked the fact that you could sort of run through a bit of wilderness and hide and use sort of natural cover. But now there's so many buildings around everywhere. You're trying to get natural cover and somebody's sniping at you from top of a hill. Or
Exactly.
not top of a hill, top of a building is the problem. Yeah,
And also, if you get a bolt action, you can actually see from, I think it's Tilted Towers to the city or whatever it is just next to it. And if you get on top of a building with the good sniper, you can actually see people in that next town.
Really? Because
Tilted Towers is so high up.
Yeah, see, I'd heard that they'd decreased the range of the
Oh, they
scopes.
might have done then.
Well, I heard that was part of the update, like to balance that. But
Fair enough.
I don't know if that's... Well, from what you're saying, it's clearly not the case, but...
I just said that you can see over there with the bolt action. No idea if you can actually hit.
Oh, no,
the
I mean
there.
the scope range. Like, you can't... The idea was that you couldn't see that as far as that with it.
We'll have to check it out in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a go, and in the next episode, apologise to the devs if we're wrong.
Yeah, that works.
Sorry, guys.
Because our one listener is going to send this to them.
They're going to write an email. Dear Mr. Fortnite.
Dear Mr. Epic Games,
Dear Mr. E Games Limited.
it has been drawn to my attention that someone is spreading lies about your scopes. The new Rust is shit.
Well, yeah, okay. We can discuss that. Let's
That's a
open
very
that box of
angry
frogs.
beginning to it.
Yeah. You just start off like
Rust
this
Legacy
is my
was
point. I
so
hate
much
Gary.
better. Gary's a dick.
If I ever meet Gary Newman, I'm gonna say you
Here
didn't
in my
write
car.
cars. Because that's not a joke that anybody's ever made before.
I love that. Yeah, I got them wrong once and tweeted to Gary Newman.
Oh, you didn't. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that is embarrassing. You said, please fix Rust to the pop star, and then you put here in my car to the dev.
Exactly. No, I found a bug where this was with New Rust. It was the same bug that you had in Rust Legacy, where you'd shut a door, get stuck in it, and get kicked out, and you get banned from a server for hacking.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at him asking that, and got no response because I tweeted at the wrong Gary Newman.
How long did it take you to realise?
A good couple of hours.
And then you thought, wait a minute, I would have sworn that Newman was spelled Newman. Oh,
No. I saw Gary tweet and he had a different icon.
Oh, and then you were like, wait a minute, has he updated his profile?
Has he changed that already?
No. But no, New Rust versus Legacy. I'm firmly on the side of you. I agree. I preferred Legacy to what do they call it now? Just Rust, I suppose. Aren't they?
Yeah, but when we started playing, it was experimental.
Yeah,
I think it should have stayed experimental, and they just kept the original one.
It would have been nice for them to support both, but the reason they dropped it was because the player numbers were so low on Legacy branch.
Yeah.
Problem is now I can't even run the new one.
Yeah, I've never really been able to run it. I could probably run it on my computer, actually.
Yeah.
Last tried it on the laptop, I think.
On lowest settings, I can get some kind of playability, but it just looks awful. It's laggy when there's more than one. So if it's just me in an area, I'm fine. But if somebody runs up to me, it lags so badly that my chance of actually hitting them...
Yeah, that tends to happen in Rust. People do run up to you.
Yeah, but what I mean is my computer lags out so hard that I can't hit them.
Apparently I have actually played New Rust on my computer because I've recorded like 3 episodes of it.
Yeah, I remember you did it with Baboon.
I did, yeah. Rust gameplay, episode 2, my first base! That has
all caps. You open bracket. You won't believe.
You won't believe this building mechanic. This one building trick Gary doesn't want you to know.
This mum earned £5,000 just from this one building mechanic.
Yeah, that apparently had
Dermatologist
160
hater.
views. So I think the only thing that I don't like about Legacy would be some of the issues with the building mechanic.
Yeah, I guess it was buggy, but it was very much a case of Legacy was one of those games where, and I guess at this point I should add, we can kind of accept it as a completely separate game to Rust.
Yes, we can.
They're not even slightly similar at this point. There's some similarities, but mostly they're
the only similarity is rad towns.
Yeah, and even then they've added all these new weird ones, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't like the new ones.
Yeah, I don't. Launch site's okay, but I don't like NPCs. I'm a bit of a Puritan. I don't like the scientists or the big tank that comes and shoots you or the helicopter.
Yeah, I was about to say the chopper. That destroyed me before.
Yeah, like it's a really
Getting
dumb mechanic.
started in the new Rust is a lot harder.
Oh god, yes, yeah. I've tried it like a few times and like on low frame rate, whatever. And I think I managed to build a base out of. I think I got it up to wood, which is the best I could do at the time. And I was like, oh, I've got to go. I've got stuff to do. Logged out, logged in probably 4 hours later, after I got back from like lectures and stuff, gone.
Yeah, that sounds about right with
Completely.
Rust.
They've knocked the door off. They've gone and raided, and then they've gone around the back and got all my small stashes where I was keeping everything because I had a feeling I'd probably get raided. Somehow they found my stashes.
See, that's something else I loved about Legacy. Hacker Valley.
God, yeah.
You
The
can
map,
just
the
go
map
out
in
into Hacker
general.
Valley, and you're completely free. The map for Legacy is amazing.
Yeah, like I love the fact there was one map.
Yeah.
Like everybody back in the day, everybody used to say, "Oh, I can't wait for them to add, procedural
Procedurally
generation."
generated maps.
But now looking back, I preferred having the one map because you could navigate it.
Rust Island 2014?
Yeah, Rust Island 2014. Wow.
Was it 2014 or 2013?
I think it was 2014.
To Google! Rust Island. It was Rust Island 2013.
2013. Oh gosh. I mean, I started playing it in probably about 2013. Yeah, because I started the year before you.
Yeah. Well,
then,
you started a few months before me, didn't you?
No, I started a year before you. I bought it. I played it for a bit and then sort of fell out with it, and then started getting back into it about a year later.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'd had it for about a year, but I'd been playing it for about a month before you bought it, and then
within probably what 6 months, I got 200 hours on it.
Yeah, you went crazy on it, but I don't blame you. It's a really good game. Like it was.
Do you remember that time we built a huge base on top of one of the mountains in Hacker? We literally walled off the entire mountain.
That was brilliant, and we
accumulated
the whole
everything.
Wipe?
Yeah, the whole wipe was what, a month, wasn't it, per server? I think.
Yeah, I think on that server, it GDI was the name of the server. Shout out to those guys if you remember us.
Yeah, something like that.
There was that guy whose name was literally Aimbot.
Yeah, Aimbot Fuzzer.
Anyway, yeah, so the things I don't like about... Right, I'll tell you what I don't like. So I've been keeping up to date with the updates on the new Rust.
Okay.
And the latest update, key locks and code locks.
Yep, I hated that system.
I thought that key locks were like your starter. Fair enough. It gave you an upgrade path.
Yeah.
In the latest update, they've removed what they've done, they've meant it so if you've placed the key lock, you no longer need a key.
I like that.
I don't like that because I think that there's no upgrade route. Then what's the point in going to code? It's no more secure.
So that you can let other people in that are in your
that's the only benefit.
Without them having to carry keys around that would let other people into your base.
Yeah, but it completely removes the point of key raiding. You can't kill somebody and grab their key and steal all their stuff.
Only if they're the one that placed the key, though. The log.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously, if you're running around in solos,
solo.
It's an absolute godsend for solo players.
Yeah, I like that. I lost my key once and couldn't get back in my base.
Do you have to wail on the door?
No, I just gave up and stopped playing.
Oh. That works too. I mean, the only time that I ever really played New Rust, I was walking around the map. There were loads of barrels and stuff. There was no other players online. I grabbed loads of food, ate it, got some gear. I was like, yes, holy crap, I'm tooled out. I found like a little twig base, broke into it. There was a guy sleeping. I took his stuff. I was a baller. And then I hear the helicopter. I thought, I'm fine. I've got no weapons on my toolbar. And then it shot me because I had clothes on.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta take your clothes off.
Stupid. I didn't realise that was a thing because I'd not played it before. I was going for an airdrop that had just landed. And then I got, screwed up by the chopper because I didn't realise it counted clothes.
Yeah, that is a bit stupid. How has university been going for you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not a lot really going on. Just
are you getting the increased tuition fees for your last year?
Probably. I've not seen anything about it, but because of the increase,
really?
I'm guessing I'm paying more.
Yeah, so the government had to, review universities to see if they were up to standard so they could increase their tuition fees.
Right.
And somehow Portsmouth has gotten to increase theirs by an extra 250. So this year I'm paying 9,250, and for my next year it's 9,500.
What? So it goes up again?
Yeah, they can increase it by 250 per year.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's not too bad in the fact that you're probably never gonna end up paying all of it back.
I'm never going to pay this back.
Are you at the point where you've determined that you're never going to pay a penny of it back?
I wouldn't like to say that, because that would mean I'd never get a decent job.
I mean, you say that, you're getting at least, you got to get at least minimum wage. So even as long as you're earning less than, what's it, 20k?
Yeah, you have to earn 21,000 a year.
Yeah, so if you're earning less than 21, you're fine.
I wouldn't be very happy.
And well, that's still a living wage. I mean,
It's living, yeah, but I don't know. I'd probably be happy around 23, 24.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, somehow, as I was saying, the university have been approved to increase the tuition fee. I seriously don't think that they actually came in and reviewed any of the lecturers or anything like that.
I highly doubt that. Like, what? They're not going to have time to go to every uni and review every single lecturer and every single class and topic or whatever.
They look at the university as a whole. They don't look at the individual courses. They just say that university can raise its tuition fees.
Yeah.
Which is stupid because, so for my degree, I'm doing geology, as you know. The actual head of the department, his lectures, he has a PowerPoint up and he reads word for word off the PowerPoint for 2 hours straight.
Oh, God, yeah.
And
I've been there.
It gets better. All of the stuff from the PowerPoint comes out of a book. A book that he insisted everyone on the course buys before coming to uni.
Right, so basically, let me get this straight. He's told you to buy a book.
Yep.
Which you needn't have bought because he reads verbatim from it anyway.
Yeah. Literally, his PowerPoints are word for word out of this book.
Oh, that.
And he just reads what's on the slide for 2 hours straight. I've seen so many people fall asleep in his lectures. There was one guy sitting in the seat in front of me. It's his first thing in the morning. Bright sunshine coming right in from the window, glaring into people's eyes. He was sitting in front of it and fell asleep. And he was literally face splat against the window, drooling down the side of it for 2 hours. I had a lecture a few weeks ago. Okay, so this is a lecture about our bit of coursework. This is the first time he was giving us information on the coursework that was going to be due in a week later.
Right.
And counts for 50% of our unit.
Mm-hmm.
Just mull that over for a second. All the other lecturers gave us 2 months to do the coursework. This was entirely maths related, and he was telling us how to do the maths a week before it was due in.
That is really bad.
So, well, some students aren't helping themselves. One guy, who's not in lectures that often, he turns up late, and he gets there about 10 minutes before the midway break. So it's a 2-hour lecture, so he has a 5-minute break between it.
Sure.
So he gets there 10 minutes before the 5-minute break. Break starts, and he leaves. And then he spends the next week badgering me with questions, asking me how to do the coursework.
Wait, so he turns up 10 minutes before the break.
Sat next to me.
Sat next to you.
Asked
and then...
what it was about. I said he's going to teach us the maths for the coursework. He said, oh, okay. 10 minutes later, midway break, he gets his bag and leaves.
And just full on just goes.
Yeah, just pisses off.
What?
And then for the next week, randomly sits next to me in lectures and practicals, asking for help with the maths for it.
See, the problem is some people just don't help. As you say, some people just don't help themselves.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, even though he did teach us, his English is so bad, I did not understand any of it. The bit of coursework was 5 questions. I answered 2 of them. Not even joking. I constantly asked him for help. His reply in the email was just, keep working at it, you'll understand it eventually.
Oh, that's really bad. Like, you don't understand it. You could keep working on it from now till Christmas. Next Christmas. And you... specify that.
Yeah.
And you still wouldn't understand it. Like, without proper
and I
guidance.
didn't. I'm actually going to check if I've got a mark for that yet.
You're paying $9,000 for guidance. And you're not getting it.
Yeah, it was awful. And that was Yeah, that was handed in on the, I want to say, 15th of December, and we still haven't gotten the mark back. And today is the 21st of January.
Well, thanks for time-stamping the podcast. It'll probably go up in a couple of days. You are most welcome. Tide Pods.
Tide Pods?
Tide Pods. So,
what is a Tide Pod?
Right. Well, you know, for
isn't that what shark eggs are called?
No, they're called cat purses, something like that. Tide Pods are like, you know, if you're from the UK, you'll know this immediately, as will you because you're from the UK. You know, the fairy active things. I've already butchered it. Active tabs, or what are they called?
Oh, the washing capsules.
Yeah, the washing capsules that you throw into like a laundry.
I don't like that much.
See, I do. I used
one time. I used one. It didn't dissolve. It was in the pocket of my jeans. I put my jeans on, put my hand in my pocket, and it popped. When I was at a lecture. You're alright there, Tash? Yeah, I was just sitting there with this very washing up liquid shit on the side of my leg. And the smell started to come out as well. So the entire area around me smelled really fragrant. And I obviously had this crap all over my hand. It's nice middle of summer, so I didn't have any tissues or anything. So I just had to kind of surreptitiously wipe it on the back of my chair. I was sitting at the back row of the lecture, and there was like the weird cloth chairs. So somewhere in the university, I can't remember the name of the building. I was in there on Friday, but yeah, there is a lovely chair in there that is perfectly scented. So yeah, I don't like them. I don't use them. I use washing.
I'm so glad I put that topic in. Oh my god! So, right, follow-up questions to that story. So, see what I'm imagining is you sat there, you reach into your pocket, you touch it, it pops because obviously it hasn't fully dissolved, but it's dissolved enough to one slight knock will set it.
No, I put my hand in my pocket. I think, what's this? And I squeeze it, and it goes.
That's even better. And then it dribbles down your leg like pee.
Not my finest moment, no. Like pee, no. Kind of.
And you've got this goopy, sticky, like fragrance
residue,
liquid.
Yeah.
Residue all over your hand, like some sort of serial masturbator.
Luckily, I was wearing black jeans, so it didn't show up too much.
Oh, if you'd have been wearing like white chinos.
No, I think like blue jeans would have been the worst.
No, I think white chinos, and then you come out of the lecture, and you just got like green and blue smears all around your crotch area. Oh my god.
So that is a thing that happened in my first year, and
that is
left
amazing.
And went home and I missed my next lecture.
That is incredible. The reason I bring up Tide Pods, that's the American version of like Persil, like pods.
Why do they name stuff so Tide Pod? It's nothing to do with the tide.
I know. It's like instead of in America they call Lynx Axe. I don't get it.
Is it actually the same company?
Yeah, same company, same product. It's just
does it say Lynx on the can? Or does it say Axe on there?
It says Axe in America.
I was really hoping it said Lynx on there and they just call it Axe. No, but they do stupid things. Like they call autumn fall.
Yeah,
because the leaves fall off the trees.
Well, that's just, different.
Americans.
Yeah. Americans.
Dumbing it down. So anyway, back to shark eggs.
Tide Pods. So basically, the reason I bring them up is because kids in America have been eating them and filming it for YouTube.
They've been doing what?
They've been eating them. As in, they put them in their mouth, they bite into them, and that sticky, gooey residue that you know oh so well goes into their goes into their mouth and trickles.
Please don't chop out the start of this conversation. That sticky, gooey residue that you know so well goes straight into their throats. God. Kids are putting this on YouTube?
Oh, God. Yeah, basically. And, yeah, so they're eating these things. And here at the Bushwookie podcast, as we're now known, we would just like to say, don't do that. That's really stupid.
I should have thought of that when I got this all over my hand. I should have just licked it off. You know, what can go wrong with eating washing detergent?
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with eating literal poison?
I was about to say, isn't that actually just like poison?
It's actually poisonous, yeah.
Have any of them died from it?
No, nobody's died from it yet.
Really?
That I'm aware of.
Could you have a nice new Darwin Award?
Obviously, we don't know, you know,
From
the people who have been unsuccessful and not uploaded it to YouTube. But if we search Tide Pods eating...
More adults have died from eating laundry pods than kids. Adults are doing this fucking shit as well?
Yeah, like adults doing it because it's all about YouTube revenue, isn't it?
A total of 2 children and 6 adults died over the past... Okay, this can't be that up to date because that's over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was posted like June last year. So when did all this crap break out?
This month. This is brand new. This here at the Bushwookie podcast, we're at the cutting edge of new trends.
Tide Pod Challenge. Teenagers are risking death to film themselves eating detergent.
Pretty much. Like, the YouTube have like taken measures and they've started deleting videos that do this because it's very dangerous.
Jesus.
There's one guy here, I don't know how serious this video is because I've not clicked on it, but it's called...
Is this by Gay God?
No.
One video uploaded to the YouTube account Gay God has been viewed 153,000 times.
I think I've seen that one. But this one that I'm looking at here, I'm not going to name the YouTuber and give them exposure, but it's called Eating 100 Tide Pods.
I think that might be clickbait.
I think it might be because it's 16 seconds long, so...
Also, what are those other things that Americans are obsessed with? That weird sweet thing.
Oh, Pop-Tarts.
That was it.
I know exactly what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant. Yeah. Well, I always consider Pop-Tarts to be a lot like Hot Pockets because they've got very similar...
I don't know what Pop-Tarts are either.
Do you know? You can get them here now.
Oh, it's literally a cookie with icing on it.
Yeah, it's a cookie with icing on. You put in your microwave.
Why would you put it in a microwave?
No, sorry, not microwave. Toaster.
Did you put that in a toaster either?
Yeah. It's got jam in it. You put it in a toaster. It heats the jam up, melts.
Wait, it's got jam inside it, and
inside
icing
is jam on icing on top. Yeah, and it's like a breakfast.
No wonder all those are obese.
We'd like to apologise to our viewers. You're not all obese.
Just icing cookies for breakfast.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I've always wanted to try a Pop-Tart, but I've never had the chance, and I probably doubt I will now. They're quite expensive over here because I've obviously got to be imported.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on it.
That and
even if I got the opportunity. Right, all we need to do is make a 4,000-hour long video.
And then one person has to watch it.
Yeah.
One of us has to sit there. Oh, God. And moving on, I have one final piece of topic for this week, and this includes a news article, which I will post in the description of the video should anybody wish to read it. This is on my favourite section of the Mirror website, which is the funny news section. It's great. Time traveller claims to have been to the year 6000 and this is the amazing bit, Shade, you're going to love this, he's brought back a photo of a future city. Okay? It was part of a top secret program to send people into the future. Supposedly. get ready for this though. This is the best bit. He says that the photo is distorted and blurred because time travel blurs photos. That's convenient, isn't it? So the photo he's holding up is a blurry mess. It looks like a watercolour that's leaked.
Can you send me a link to this after?
Yeah, I'll send you a link to the photo. It's basically he's blurred his face out and he's holding the photo up to the camera. So in the future they haven't.
So they haven't even scanned the picture.
Yeah, they've uninvented the scanner in the future.
Honestly, I don't think humans will still be alive in 6,000 years the way we're going.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd be surprised if we make it to what? Probably
3,000?
what year is it? 2018. Yeah, I'd be surprised if we make it to 2,200.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if we made it 3,000. God. But there's one part of this that he says. Here you go. He says that time travel will be common knowledge by 2028. Now,
it's already common knowledge. Doesn't mean we can do it.
I think he means it's common knowledge that it's a thing that happens and is doable. At the moment, he says it's a top secret thing, which is why.
Well, not anymore. He's gone and spilt the beans on it.
Yeah, but that's why he's blurred his face, supposedly. But I mean, let's be honest. If anybody does, we just think this guy's mental. Maybe that's the whole excuse. We just think he's mental. We don't. You could
well be right in that time travel blurs pictures and scanners don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean.
But if you wanted to make it convincing, why didn't he just learn to 3D model, make a city, take a picture of it, print it out, quite big, then take a selfie with the printout in the background?
Yeah, easily could have done that.
Or just get a green screen and do it.
Yeah, I mean,
instead of giving us a blurred picture.
Yeah, another point that I'd like to pick up on, right? If time travel is possible, okay? Yeah. It's already happened in the future. So if it's already...
you're not wrong.
If it's already happened in the future, then there must be people who have come back. Why has nobody come back and gone, guess what? We're all living it up in the year 6000. Not much has changed.
But we live underwater.
Yeah, that was unintentional. That's not... This whole part wasn't for a joke. This is genuine.
On the upside, though, your great-great-great-granddaughter...
It's pretty fine.
She's pretty fine, yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty... That's strange, though. It's been, another 4,000 years and she's only your great-great-great-granddaughter?
Yeah.
That bodes well for us.
Yeah, I mean, even if we work... Say everybody lived to 100.
Yeah.
Yes, that's still only about 300 years.
Yep.
Oh, God, busted. They never really thought that through, did they? Or was that McFly?
Well, actually, no, it'd be less than 300 years, because it'd be 300 years if you gave birth when you were 100 years old.
Yes. So we're talking about 200...
150 years?
300 tops, I think. All being well,
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, my point is, if it has happened, why isn't the people coming back and telling us?
They are, and we all think they're crazy.
Well, no, because wow, there you go. I guess by 2028 we'll find out.
Yeah. All right. So next episode of the Bushwookies will be in 2028.
Yeah, and we'll just
hop forwards now and record it, and then we'll post it out to you a little while after this one, though, so you won't have to wait 10 years. Right, I think we should leave that there.
Yeah, I think we'll leave that there.
We've been talking for, hour and a half?
Yeah, something like that. So I guess
that's not bad, since I thought we were going to struggle to talk for half an hour.
Yeah, not too shabby. So, thank you for listening to the now titled Bushwookies podcast. And, like, subscribe, and if you're listening to this on iTunes, you can't like or subscribe. But keep updated. We're coming out with more stuff, hopefully weekly.
Yep, that's the plan.
So, thanks for listening to episode 1 of the Bushwookies podcast.
And goodbye.